Duluth residents have a big decision to make next week. Which two mayoral candidates will head to the general election? Northern News Now's Cara Kopp caught up with the race's top fundraisers today to hear where they stand on some of the biggest issues facing Duluth.
Friday afternoon, Mayor Emily Larson spent time doing what's become a familiar activity for her in recent weeks. Knocking on doors. The mayor saying she wants to hear voters' biggest concerns. Larson says the biggest so far, housing.
We're investing financial resources to drive down affordability. We are working downtown. We're going to be announcing a few hundred units downtown. And then we're also focused on helping some of these empty office spaces flip into housing.
While Larson was outdoor knocking, her top fundraising opponent, Roger Reinert, was also talking about what he thinks will boost housing in the city. He says recent work by the city has been admirable, but believes more should be done.
Right now, if a developer is going to build homes in our community, they take on the responsibility for water, for sewer, for natural gas, even for street and curb. That is something that's totally appropriate for the city to take a lead on.
Another major problem facing the city these days, opioid addiction and a growing mental health crisis. Mayor Larson says Duluth has already taken dramatic action to help.
We are the first city in the nation that embedded a nurse in some of our 911 responses, and I'm proud of that.
Larson saying she wants to continue investing in crisis care. Meanwhile, Reiner wants a greater focus on long-term care.
We have great crisis care. We don't have good long-term care. And the opioid crisis has really amped up mental health issues along with coming out of COVID.
And as for those roads,
when I took office, we were doing 2 miles of road per year. That's it. This summer, we're doing 17 miles of road per year, 850% increase every year for the last 3 years.
But Reinert says it's still not enough, pitching a plan to shift city spending to greater focus on road repairs.
I mean, here we are in August, and we still have many streets throughout the community that haven't even had the potholes fixed yet.
The candidates having as many conversations with voters as possible days before the primary. In Duluth, Cara Kopp, Northern News Now.
Again, we focus the story on those two as they are far and away the top fundraising candidates in the race. 3 other names will be on the ballot. Robert David Sheevey, Jesse Peterson, and Julie A. Mead. The top 2 will advance to November.